Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer, and this time I'm out on another walk in Shoreham by Sea. And today I've got an extra special. I'm going to visit the Royal National Lifeboat Institution Lifeboat Harbour Centre, or station I suppose is the correct word, here down by the harbour. And as you can see behind me you've got Shoreham Harbour, but in front of me is the lifeboat station. And we're going to find out exactly what sort of boats they have here at the lifeboat station. But before I go in, I just want to point out where I am. Here behind me is the entrance to the English Channel. Shoreham, of course, is on the south of England in West Sussex, and the harbour is to the east, and on the other side is the River Ada, which takes you inland up to Bramber and Lower Beeding. But let's go inside and see if we can talk to Martin. So I'm now standing with Martin, who is one of the crew, not the crew, the shore crew
and visit guide
at the RNLI at Shoreham Harbour's lifeboat, which is great. Now, Martin, these are heritage walks that I do, so Could you first just tell me a little bit about the history here of the lifeboat station? Because this is a beautiful modern building with this elegant, beautiful modern boat behind us.
Yeah, this the current building we're in now, the boathouse, that is just coming up for 7 years old.
Right.
The building it replaced was put up in 1933, but the first ever lifeboat station in Shoreham Harbour was first established in 1865.
Wow.
Okay, so it was at 152 years, I think.
A long tradition of
been a lifeboat in
saving
Shoreham.
lives. And as people will imagine, the early boats were pretty primitive.
Very much so, yes.
And the crews, no less brave than you guys these days. But
I think probably braver, and certainly hardier.
Yes, well, that's it. So behind us now, we have top of the class, or state of the art is the word I meant. State of the art boat, ship, what do you call it?
It's a boat.
It's a boat.
All-weather lifeboat, Tamar class.
What does Tamar mean?
Tamar is the River Tamar in Devon. That is the border between Devon and Cornwall, and all of the RNLI's all-weather lifeboats are all named after rivers in the UK or the Republic of Ireland, and I think there are currently 6 or 7 different all-weather lifeboat classes. This is one of the most modern. This boat is just coming up for 7 years old.
Right.
There's 27 of this type of boat, the Tamar class, and the newest class of all-weather lifeboat is now the Shannon class, which are currently being built and being stationed off all around the UK and Ireland.
This is a brilliant boat because it's, what did you call it? It's a self-righting boat.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, so in the absolute worst case scenario that the lifeboat was out, it is a true all-weather lifeboat, and the boat got capsized for any reason. The boat is designed so that it's inherently self-righting,
right.
And that is very basic physics, and that is that the bottom half of the boat is basically a lot heavier than the top half of the boat. And the boat is designed and tested when built in a harbour, in a safe environment. They are literally rolled upside down using a crane and some slings. Yeah, no one's on it at the time.
Oh, right.
And they are then released off the sling, off the crane, in a harbour situation, and it's very nice and reassuring to actually see the thing pop back up again instantly.
Absolutely.
So we don't want to have to put it to the test.
No. Can I just walk you to the back of the boat?
Sure.
Because this is... Sorry, I'll just be on this side. Okay. The one thing I think is important with my heritage walks is we try to go where the public can go and see things for themselves.
Yes, of course.
So, I mean, we came in here purely on the off chance just to see if we could see the boat. Yep. You're open to the public, and you encourage the public to come and have a look round.
Definitely, and more and merrier, yes.
Yeah, and you have the visitor teams.
We have a visits team, I think in the order of 15 to 20 of us, all volunteers. We're open to the public Monday to Friday, 10 o'clock till 2 p.m, and weekends 10 till 4. Small groups, small family groups, maybe from sort of 2 up till about 8 people. Don't need to book, they can just turn up and one of the visits team will happily show them around and explain how we do things and what we do. Anything larger than, so we say about 8 people, maybe like a minibus full or a coach full, it would we would recommend to book in advance.
Sure.
And we do have a visits officer who can be contacted, and he will make any bookings of any slightly larger groups to make sure we've got enough people to make sure you get the best experience, really.
And you're not government funded
Not
in any
at all,
way?
no.
You're funded purely from donations?
We receive no government funding whatsoever, never have done, and
it's free to call you out?
Yes, it is. Oh yes, we don't charge anyone that gets rescued, and we certainly don't charge anybody either to come and visit the lifeboat station.
No, it's amazing.
If they want to put 50p in the collecting box, great.
Yes.
But there's no pressure on anybody to spend a penny. They don't have to spend a penny to come and have a look and see what we do.
Well, I would definitely recommend coming. I mean, we came in purely on the off chance because we wanted to walk around the lifeboat station and then look at the area, basically. And Martin, you have given us about an hour of your time.
No, you're welcome. Very welcome.
Giving us all the stories, and fantastic. And rather than try and record that on this, I think it's better if people come in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'd encourage them to do.
And have a look at this rather fantastic boat, which, of course, doing on video just doesn't do it justice. So make sure you come in.
Can I just say one last thing?
Of course.
An opportunity to see the boat, the all-weather lifeboat or the inshore lifeboat, which we also have here at the station, to watch them being launched. We do weekly training sessions. Often it'll be Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock in the evening. Not so good at this time of year because it's getting dark.
From spring onwards then?
Yeah. We also sometimes do a Sunday morning training exercise, often launching at around about 9:30 to 10 o'clock. Always check on the website for when the next exercise is coming up, because if anyone wants to come and actually see this 32-tonne all-weather lifeboat slide down that slipway into the harbour and make the biggest splash
you've ever seen,
you're welcome to come down and watch that and see how we do things on a training exercise. Every year we have 2 open days. One's at Easter, one's usually in July. Unfortunately, we've had them both this year. But on those 2 occasions, we have adequate crew here that we can actually supervise and show people on the boat, actually take them on the boat and show them all the workings of how the boat works inside as well.
So thank you, Martin, very
You're welcome.
much.
Yep, no problem
You've been
at all.
a star.
No, you're very welcome.
So there we are. As you heard, to call out the lifeboat service, it's free. So if you're in a boat and you're in trouble, then don't worry, they're not going to charge you to come out and rescue you. But only, of course, call them if it's absolutely necessary. They're not there just to bring you in for the fun of it. I would definitely recommend it. It's an exciting thing. There's been a lifeboat station, as you heard, here for 150 years. And I would like to learn more. And I'll be coming back, hopefully on one of the open days, and film the launch of this terrific service. There's a sign here that says danger, keep off. So I'm not going to tumble myself into the harbour. I'm going to go back and have a cup of tea. So thanks ever so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a comment, tell me what you think, and tell me some other places that you'd like me to go and visit. So from the RNLI here in Shoreham, to the next walk, bye-bye.